This is a tragic moment in the history of tragic moment in the history of the Middle East and the history of the world, actually, to have such a massive, massive explosion and destruction that happened. And I call it the misery index now is extremely high between the people who died, who got injured, the destruction, and Lebanon was just in the middle of a major economic crisis. So it just added to the suffering and destruction that happened. So I hope, first of all, that you stay safe with your families here during this COVID crisis, but hopefully you will be supporting this mission and this help for the people of Lebanon generously. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Wael. Thank you so much. Next, we have with us also the leader of the Vietnamese community, that they have really overwhelmed me with their support and their generosity. They were the first to come to our meeting this week, a couple days ago, and to start this process, the fundraising effort. And we have with us Mrs. Yawa Ryan, who is leader of the Vietnamese community. Yawa, please come in here and say a couple words.
You know, this brings me back 1968 in my country. I get up that morning, the New Year's, the sayat whereby the thing is that was out in my country, fighting, people dying. That's why the reason I come to you first. And Lebanese and compared to what we had, it's just smaller one, but the devastate to everyone. And I can see that the whole entire city, and we need help with everyone for them to rebuild. But right now, food and all that. The same day that day, when I come and aid them, I almost got shot myself. Me and my sister, we let a Honda, and we go there. So when I hear that prayer, I'm so glad that you had it done, and I have to be there to support. And yeah, I urge each and every one of you and help them to rebuild this. And they need very much right now, food and everything else, and medical. And I'm so glad that you work with Red Cross. Red Cross, the one that first people have helped us at that time. So when I said you done that, and I know they will do it very well with that prayer. So I'm so very sad, and but we're glad to see everyone here, that all the headed people, and tell your community come in to help. And I make sure my community have to put in and help your community and the rest.
Thank you, Yawa. Thank you so much. Mr. Meisner?
Thank you, Pierre. I don't know how God operates very well. I guess we'll find out someday. We've got a terrible tragedy here in Beirut. People dead, people homeless, a city destroyed. And yet, look, there's some good that came out of that. I don't want to overemphasize, but the good, you're all here today. You're all here because you want to help. And so there's a little bit of good here from Cleveland, now going to Lebanon. And Pierre and the rest of his community council, the American Lebanese, are doing a fine job to help raise money. So I always believe, Pierre, it's checks that count, not cash, checks that count. Or if you got a good credit card. But we do need, Pierre does need donations to send through the Red Cross. Second point, and of course Dan knows I've got three, but this is the second point. Look at the flag. That's the Lebanese flag. Goes back to the year 1943 of independence. That flag has got a red color on it. The red color is the red color of blood, of people suffering. Right. But there is a green tree growing. And what does that green tree mean? Hope.
The Cedars of Lebanon.
The Cedars of Lebanon. So that means that there is hope for the future.
Mr. Meisner, thank you so much. Thank you for your support and your nice, great words here today. And also, let me say also, the Cedars of Lebanon has been in existence for thousands and thousands of years, and it's a symbol of Lebanon. And the white in the middle, that means peace, and that means that's the brighter future. You're right, the red ones is about the blood being shed for this country, and the white is the peace. So thank you so much for your explanation about the, also about one more thing about the donations. You can go on the website and you can donate directly on the website. Well, the American Lebanese CC.org. If you have received the flyer or you need the flyer again, we can send it to you. If you need some more information, you can check in this desk. We have some boxes here for donations. And if you want to go online and do your donation online, you're welcome to do that. So Dan Hanson from the ClevelandPeople.com that has been a tremendous help in our community and tremendous help to put the international community, the ethnic groups, in the forefront. Here, Dan Hanson. Thank you, Dan, for all you do.
I just wanted to say I didn't know a lot about Lebanon until I met some of the people here. I've seen the Dabki dances, and I've seen the community spirit of people like Tony and Fahim, of course Pierre and Mary and the family, been to the events and all, but I always learned in school that Beirut was like the Paris of the Middle East. But when I met Pierre, he said, no, that's backwards. Paris is like the Beirut of Europe. So we're all hoping and praying that Beirut gets back to that status, and of course, not just the city, but the people. So our prayers are with the Lebanese people there and the Lebanese community here and throughout the world. Thank you.
Thank you, Dan. Thank you so much. We have a lot of other people who has been raising funds or sending funds to different organizations, which is great. Would like to see that happening. We decided to go only with the Lebanese Red Cross, as it is the most respected organization and one of the things that nobody can even question their integrity and stuff. So that's what I wanted to mention. We have another guest with us here today, a candidate for common plea court, Judge Rick Bell. Rick Bell, would you like to come here, say a couple words? Just thank you for being with us, Rick. Rick Bell is a good friend of our community, and he's here to support us and to do the right thing, I guess. Here, Rick.
Thank you, Pierre. My heart goes out to your community. I've truly been blessed by your community. One of my very good friends introduced me to your culture when I was in 8th grade. A young man named Samir, who ended up being the heavyweight champion here in the youth organization. We used to wrestle together. But I didn't know about your country before then. But I knew about it then. And he extended such great kindness to me that we've remained friends. And I've learned about your culture. And so when I saw this tragedy unfold, my heart was truly touched once again. So I'm very sorry for all of the things that have happened and for the suffering. But I know that we, as peaceful people, can come together. And your community has always returned its prosperity and blessings to the Middle East. So God bless you, and I wish you all well, and you are in my prayers, and you're in my family's prayers as well. Thank you, Pierre.
Yay. Thank you, Rick. Thank you so much. Also with us, we have the head of the Ethiopian community and in charge of the Ethiopian Garden, Mr. Aklu. Aklu, do you come please say a couple words?
Thank you very much for the opportunity. I'm very, very deeply sorry about what happened in Lebanon. In addition to a lot of Lebanese dying, a lot of Ethiopians have also died in this catastrophe. Just before that, a number of maids that left Ethiopia to work for different people in Lebanon were displaced from wherever they were working. The government of Ethiopia was trying to bring them back to Ethiopia. They were becoming homeless. So in the Ethiopian community, at least in Washington, D.C. area, we are collecting money towards helping these displaced women. In this particular event, so far as I know, 2 people have died so far from Ethiopian origin, and about 30 or so are in different critical condition, different hospitals. And so to the extent that this kind of tragedy has happened everywhere else, where one people together, we need to help each other. On the other end, we'll come out of it and show our brotherhood, sisterhood to Lebanon. And Lebanon will emerge again from this catastrophe and rebuild again. Good luck and thank you very much.
I would like to call on Sheila Crawford. She is the head of the Irish community here and the past president of the Cultural Garden Federation. And she is the one who approved us for this lot here as a Lebanese garden. And thank you for all you did, Sheila.
Thanks, Pierre. It's wonderful that you held this garden activity today to support such a tragedy. But I think it highlights the importance of the cultural gardens because it brings all of us together from all different international communities to support each other. And that's what the cultural gardens is all about, not just in times of tragedy, but also in times of peace. So if you keep each of the gardens in your mind and continue to support each other, we can accomplish a lot. Your donations today will do a lot of good for Beirut and the terrible situation that they're in. You know, if it happened in your country, you would want the same kind of support. So please donate to the cause and help so many innocent people that have just had their lives totally turned around and destroyed. And it's just something that you can be a part of and feel good about being part of that community and actually doing something to make it better. So thank you very much for doing this today, Pierre, and the rest of the Lebanese community. We appreciate you being part of the Cultural Gardens. You're a terrific asset to us. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sheila, for all you did and all what you keep doing to keep this alive, the Cultural Garden, and all of us here united. Our next guest also is Dr. Mansour Ahmad, who is the head of the Pakistani community and leading the effort into the Pakistani garden that's next door to us. Dr. Mansour, would you like to come and say a couple words? Thank you for coming.
Well, I'm not the head of Pakistan community, but I know for a fact that when the cultural gardens, we were looking for a place for cultural garden, the Lebanese community and my friend, they actually stepped up to make us their next door neighbor. And as Sheila said that, you know, the cultural garden, the purpose of the cultural garden is to share our heritage, but also a place where we can share our sorrow and tragedies together. I think it is a beautiful gesture that we remember, we reach out to each other during the moment of their tragedy. And I don't know that all of you have seen the images of what happened on that day. A beautiful ocean, beautiful place, people getting married, that young bride who right at that moment basically passed away. How it will not, it will move everybody that who watches it. And coming over here to giving the support, this is all humanity is all about. Whether it is Syria, whether it is other country, whether it is in the United States. And I think if this tradition, which is started today, the first time I believe, that we have basically remembering the tragedies as well at this place called the Cultural Gardens, that serves the complete purpose and close the whole loop. And I congratulate, I think the vision that Sheila has so beautifully said, that we should be together in the moment of happiness in each of the tragedies. And I'm honored to be here to share our prayers and whatever support we can give the people. 250,000 people with the blink of an eye, within half an hour they are homeless. How many died and how many still basically are struggling to live and injured and all that. So our prayers and our support is for you, Pierre. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Mansour. Thank you for all you do and your support to every organization and every good cause. Dr. Mansour is a leading, and I'm honored to call him as a friend. because people like him are very rare to find, and wonderful human being. Thank you, Dr. Mansour. Next, I would like to ask Alma Kurkur, please. Alma Kurkur, or Dr. Kurkur, okay, from this, both of you. Come on, Alma. Come on, Alma. Both of you from the Syrian community, that they are our friend and support. Thank you for being here.
Well, we are honored to be here. Syria and Lebanon have been one country for many, many years. And we feel the pain that they have, and I'm sure they feel the pain we have. Lebanon has been unfortunate, suffering from bad economy, bad downturn of the economy, suffering from the corona like the rest of the world, a lot of corruption in the system, free fall of the real currency. On the top of all these things, the major explosion that took place that really terrorized the city completely and demolished a third of the city. My wife and I are very proud to be part of the Lebanese life, and we try to participate with all their function, and we would like to be definitely a donor for the cause that you are raising. And we would encourage everybody to participate, because this is above who we are, above being American, above being Lebanese. It's about being humans. The humans are suffering. People now could not be found. There are injured people in the hospital taken by cars to Syria and to Jordan, to other places in the world. So they need your help, they need our help. So thank you for asking us to speak.
Thank you, Dr. Kurkur. Thank you so much. Iba Budieb. Come on. Thank you, Iba.
It's hard to express our feeling. We're watching what's going on in Beirut. Our hearts, our thoughts all goes to those people that suffering, and to the other people that's still alive and strong enough and calling for justice in Lebanon. That's what I stand for. I'm just here to announce that we're gonna have candle light evening at Edgewater at 7:30, whoever wants to join us. Our group is مغتربين مجتمعين. Our group is mostly of the youth, of the young people that are trying to build a good country with justice, with fair for everyone. And I hope we get that kind of support. What's going on in Lebanon is so painful to watch, even to think about it. Whatever was the reason to get to this point, our people, the youth, the young ones that still have like something to live for, they want to do better job than the others that already left the country almost destroyed. So I hope we get that support for whatever is going on here. We really always appreciate the opportunity to be in the United States, this home, another home, the lovely home that we all love and appreciate, and it's a blessing for us, especially this land that we are given to express ourselves as Lebanese and show our culture. We want to keep this beautiful culture going. So I really appreciate all the work that's been done with from everyone. These donations are really appreciated, and definitely they're gonna go for a good purpose. And also there are other organizations that are working like deeply, honestly on the land where the people need, and we're gonna support those people too. Thank you all for being here. I'm sorry if I can't express better than this, but that's my heart, and I hope Lebanon, all the world, wake up in another better day with peaceful and no pain anymore for everyone. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Iba. Thank you so much. Hopefully, as you know, Beirut has been destroyed, they say how many times? 12 times during 12 times, and it got rebuilt. So this is not a first, this is not hopefully the last, but it is something that the Lebanese people became resilient, became very aggressive to rebuild and to come out of miseries and to get a better future and better life for themselves and for everybody else. I'm grateful for this country, what had to offer to us. This is the most respectful country in the world. This is the country that gave us freedom and taught us how to live in harmony and respect with each other. And we are forever grateful for it. And of course, that's why our group called the American Lebanese Community Council, not Lebanese American, we are American first and Lebanese. So thank you for being here. Please, I don't know what to say. Keep up the vigil, keep up the prayers for our home country, and keep up the donations. You know people, you know friends that would like to donate. Please ask them to do so. As I said, it is on the website, AmericanLebaneseCC.org. This is our website, American Lebanese Community Council. Yeah. AmericanLebaneseCC.org. O-R-G. And there is a place where you can push the button and do your donation. Thank you so much. God bless you all. God bless this country. And God rebuild Lebanon and bless it. Thank you so much.